Welcome to the Shared Space for All virtual fundraiser.
Welcome to Shared Space for All virtual fundraiser.
Welcome to the Shared Space for All virtual fundraiser.
Welcome to the Shared Space for All virtual fundraiser.
We come together each year to do something good in the world.
To do something good in the world.
To do something good in the world.
We come together each year to do something good in the world.
We all want a good life.
A happy life.
A safe life.
A life full of opportunities and choices.
We all want to make our mothers proud.
We all want to make our mothers proud.
We all want to make our mothers proud.
Whether you are a longtime supporter
or a first-time attender,
welcome.
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 We are Shared Space for All.
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 And we are still doing something good in the world.
We are still doing something good in the world.
We are Shared Space for All.
We are Shared Space for All.
We are still doing something good in the world.
we are still doing something good in the world.
We are Shared Space for All. We are still doing something good in the world.
Children is kind of like our new generation. They can change our country. But if they cannot access to education, how can they learn? How can they get inspired?
Isan is the poorest part of the country. Isan area has delayed in development I think in every phases, like school system and infrastructure.
There's many needs here, but I think the best way to take them to get the better life is the education. Shared Space for All it's a program for everyone, for the children in the village. It's a free education where we can share, where we can prepare the safe space for those children.
People in Isan are struggling themselves by working away from home because they want to get higher wages, so they have to leave their children with their grandparents or friends or relatives. This is why the children are lacking of the supervision and they need a role model.
That's why I want to have the kind of like shared space where it's safe environment for them to learn or even to come and hang out if they're not ready to learn. Right now, I'm teaching 45 kids in my mom's house. The first year, I had 80 kids. I taught from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I turned some kids away because I didn't have space for them. And they keep coming, and then I had to say no because there's more space for them.
She is doing a very great job because she shares her house space for children currently. And as you know that the house in Isan is not well equipped and not have space enough. So I think shared space program is very helpful for children in Isan to initiate the improvement for their life.
I was surprised also they were hungry to learn. Just keep going on, and when the time to go home, they say, no, I don't want to go, I want to stay. And I say, no, you have to go home. I need a break. Yeah, it's fun. You know, it's just like my day. They will fill me with even see their face and hear their voice. It's just, oh, I get power to keep going. Like, oh, my program is working. It's there. It's in their heart. My hope for the kids I've been mentoring them, I want them to see themselves. I want them to find their identity. I want them to know that they are able to do whatever they want to do. They are good enough to have a dream, to follow their dream, or even to be a good person, be responsible for themselves and for the family and for the community.
Thank you very much for the people from the US that you providing us the fund and to make this happen in Thailand. Oh, the important things for me, I think children have dream, and as a human being, we are the part of to make their dreams happen and to make their dream happen.
I want to welcome you to our first and probably only Shared Space for All virtual fundraiser. Thank you for joining us. My name is Garth Neufeld. I am the co-founder and president of Shared Space for All. A year ago, I remember sitting around with our board about last March thinking, surely we'll be able to have a benefit dinner. Little did we know what we were in store for. None of us did. We hope that you and your loved ones are doing as well as can be expected. I know that when addressing a group this size, there are some people out there who have experienced tragedy. And I want to acknowledge that. Some of us have lost jobs, and some have even lost loved ones. All of us have lost some amount of social connection, and it's been challenging. And yet, here we are, still doing something good in the world. For nearly 6 years, we have been working together to build Shared Space for All. And the truth is, I don't quite know how we got here sometimes. Oftentimes, more than feeling like we started Shared Space for All or chose to do this work, it feels like Shared Space for All chose us. And then at some point it chose you. And we said yes, and then you said yes. So many of you have said yes over the years. Can you help us build an education center? Yes. Can you help us fund college scholarships? Yes. Can you help send our kids to camp, provide food for the community, hire more staff? Yes, yes, yes. And on the ground in the region of Isan, Thailand, the Thai people have said yes. Today we have more local support than ever. We have a Thai board that includes medical professionals and business leaders. We have a staff that continues to excel in the quality and breadth of its services. The local government and the schools know us by name. The families trust us. And more doors are opening each and every year. The whole thing has been a huge yes. A guiding quote since the inception of Shared Space for All is from author Paulo Coelho, and he writes, "When you decide to do something, the whole universe conspires to help you to achieve it." It certainly feels like the universe has conspired to help us. Your presence here makes us feel like we are on the right path. And we agree about that path with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who said that the arc of this universe bends toward justice. And I truly believe that this is why the work of Shared Space for All is a yes to so many people. These days, when our board receives a request from Shared Space for All Thailand, even before we come to you with it, we say yes, because we know that you are with us. We say yes to alleviating poverty. We say yes to keeping children safe. We say yes to giving teenagers college educations rather than hard labor or prostitution. To these things, the entire universe that bends toward justice resounds. Yes. We invite you to generosity tonight. Please take out your phone right now and text SSFA to 206-589-1166 to receive a link to your giving options. But more about that a little later. Tonight, we're going to share with you what we've been up to this year. In short, we're still doing something good in the world, and your support has made that happen. As we begin tonight, please enjoy this introductory video to Shared Space for All, and sincerely, thank you.
Good evening. I'm Danielle Neufeld, co-founder and executive director of Shared Space for All. I can't thank you enough for tuning in and supporting the important work we're doing in Thailand. On behalf of our American and Thai boards, our Thai staff, and most importantly, the families and children we serve in Thailand, welcome to our virtual fundraiser. To those of you who have been with us for a while, we want to say thank you. Your donations have enabled us to serve over 300 children since 2016. 5 days a week, we have offered them instruction, tutoring, mentoring, and friendship. These children continue to show up every day, excited and ready to learn. We truly could not offer these services to children and families without you, so thank you so much. And to those of you who are new to our organization, welcome to the family. When I was in graduate school, I explored the question of why sex work thrives in Thailand. So I traveled to Thailand to interview sex workers and those who worked at non-government organizations that offered intervention services. Through my research, I learned that what separates Thais who go into sex work from Thais who do not is poverty. Not all Thais are at risk for sex work, of course, but poor ones are. So it's no surprise that when I was interviewing sex workers in big cities, I heard women report again and again, "I am from Isan." You see, Isan is the poorest region of Thailand. The children in this area face many risk factors like a lack of supervision, drugs, pregnancy, high dropout rates from school, and prostitution. Thailand has a thriving sex industry that makes up about 3% of its GDP, and around 80% of Thai sex workers come from Isan. One woman I interviewed made a huge impact on me. She came from a poor family in Isan and felt pressured to help them earn money. So she took a bus to Bangkok without any real plan, and soon she was funneled into sex work. Her story is very common. When I asked how we could help, she said, "Start by going to the villages and helping children finish school. Help them have a future." She also told me that there are many programs to help people get out of the industry, but there aren't many programs helping people before they enter this work. She wished she had received help when she was a little girl. She needed some direction and mentorship. Today, Shared Space for All provides education and opportunity to children so that when they are 18, they will have options. It's our vision to help the children of Isan escape this destructive cycle of poverty. It's been 2 years since we had our last fundraising event, and a lot has happened since then. First, Shared Space for All became a foundation in Thailand, which is no small feat. So now, we are Shared Space for All USA, and they are Shared Space for All Thailand. We are now one global organization. We are the fundraising arm, and they offer services. They find and meet needs, and we say yes. From the beginning, my hope was that Shared Space for All would become a sustainable, Thai-run organization, and now we are well on our way. Now we can own land and a building and really invest in the community. Now we can think further into the future. Another thing we've been doing outside of the regular program is running summer camps for kids, where we get them out of their village to see new parts of their country. For example, there's a UNESCO World Heritage Site called Ban Chiang about an hour from their homes, but not one of our students had ever visited there. Our hope is that opening their eyes to new experiences will help them dream about what else is out there. We're also expanding services to our families. Last year, we hired a woman named Yod Nang after seeing how gifted she was in connecting with families. She's an absolute gift to Shared Space for All. Now with 3 full-time staff members, we have been able to prioritize holistic care, getting Yod Nang out into the community to assess needs, including food scarcity and physical safety needs, and even transportation. We are so excited to have her on our board. One of the biggest asks that we have made to our donors over the past 2 years is to give towards a scholarship program for our college students. These students, who came up through our program, are now studying to be teachers, accountants, and entrepreneurs at the local university. And they come back to Shared Space for All every week to give back, tutoring and mentoring younger children. This wonderful cycle is the result of outstanding leadership of our head teacher and director, Supa Ni. Speaking of Ni, just a little while ago, she called me and said, "Can we send 4 more students to college?" Now, I'm sorry that we didn't check with all of you first, but I said yes. I hope that's okay. Sorry, not sorry. Together, we are still doing something good in the world, and Shared Space for All is changing the course of children's lives. Thank you so much for your support tonight.
สวัสดีค่ะหนูชื่อนางสาวสุจิตาศรีตองอ่อนค่ะชื่อเล่นชื่อไนท์บทบาทของหนูในโครงการ Share Space for All นะคะหนูก็ได้เป็นนักเรียนทุนค่ะแล้วก็ เป็นอาสาสมัครค่ะเริ่มแรกนะคะหนูรู้จักโครงการ Share Space for All จากคุณครูมัธยมในโรงเรียนสามพร้าววิทยาค่ะ
ให้คำแนะนำนะคะนักเรียนว่าคือเขาเป็นเด็กที่มีความสามารถอดทนแล้วก็ขยันนะคะเป็นจิตอาสาก็เลยให้คำแนะนำว่าเขาควรที่จะไปเรียนภาษาอังกฤษเพิ่มเติมเรียนพิเศษเพิ่มเติมซึ่งตอนนั้นที่ Share Space เริ่มเปิดตัวนะคะก็เลยแนะนำให้เขาไปเรียนกับคุณครูนี
ความทรงจำที่ดีเกี่ยวกับ Share Space for All นะคะหนูก็ได้มีการได้ร่วมทำกิจกรรมต่างๆกับโครงการค่ะไม่ว่าจะเป็นด้านจิตอาสาออกไปพบปะชุมชนช่วยเหลือน้องๆค่ะ
ไปเรียนภาษาอังกฤษนะคะแล้วพอได้ไปเริ่มทำกิจกรรมไปเรียนพิเศษนะคะการเรียนเขาก็ดีขึ้นนะคะเป็นเด็กล่าเริงนะคะเป็นเด็กล่าเริงแจ่มใสแล้วก็จิตอาสาขยันนะคะมีความรับผิดชอบเท่าที่เราสอนมาแล้วหลังจากที่เขาไปเรียนที่ Share Space นะคะการเรียนภาษาอังกฤษที่เคยอ่อนแอก็เข้มแข็งขึ้นเรียนดีขึ้นนะเรียนดีขึ้นเขามีความพยายามนะคะมากขึ้นแล้วก็เป็นเด็กกิจกรรม
เพื่อนที่ให้โอกาสลูกสาวปานนี้แล้วก็เคยบอกลูกสาวอยู่ให้ว่าให้ตั้งใจเฮ็ดตั้งใจทำถึงเฮาสิเป็นจังซี่ก็ขอให้เฮาตั้งใจเฮ็ดตั้งใจทำ
กำลังศึกษาอยู่มหาวิทยาลัยราชภัฏอุดรธานีคณะครุศาสตร์สาขาการสอนภาษาจีนค่ะหนูรู้สึกภูมิใจที่ได้เรียนในมหาวิทยาลัยราชภัฏอุดรธานีมากค่ะก็มหาวิทยาลัยราชภัฏอุดรธานีก็อยู่ใกล้แล้วก็สะดวกต่อการเดินทางและก็หนูก็ขอบคุณโครงการ Share Space for All ค่ะที่ทำให้หนูได้มีโอกาสได้เรียนในมหาวิทยาลัยแห่งนี้ค่ะ
ผมมีความรู้สึกดีใจมากครับ ดีใจสุดๆเลยกับบ่คิดว่าฝันว่าลูกสาวผมจะมีบุญวาสนาจังซี่นะครับที่เพิ่นที่ไม่พ่อ ตัวนี้นะครับแล้วก็ดีใจสุดๆนั่นแหละครับแล้วก็บ่คิดว่า
ไนซ์หรือสุจิตราเนี่ยครูก็รู้สึกว่าเขาก็เป็นความภาคภูมิใจในของเป็นนักเรียนที่มีที่โรงเรียนก็ภาคภูมิใจด้วยแล้วครูก็ดีใจนะคะที่ว่าครูก็เป็นส่วนหนึ่งที่ได้สนับสนุนเขาให้ได้เรียนต่อแล้วก็ให้ไปทำให้ต่อยอดนะคะเราก็ภาคภูมิใจในตัวนักเรียนแล้วในชีวิตหรือความรู้สึกของคนเป็นครูนะคะก็
จากแนวพอมันเคยทุกข์เคยลำบากมาแล้วนะก็อยากให้ลูกตั้งใจเฮ็ดตั้งใจทำหน้าที่ของลูกนะให้เฮ็ดได้เท่าได้ก็ดีขอแต่ว่าให้ทำเต็มที่นะครับ ได้เท่าได้พ่อกับภูมิใจแล้วก็โอกาสดีๆที่ก็หายากครับแล้วก็ขอบคุณมูลนิธิครับที่ให้โอกาสดีๆกับลูกสาวผมนะครับ
ให้ช่วยให้หนูได้มีโอกาสในการเรียนทุนการศึกษาแล้วก็มีการให้กำลังใจหนูในเรื่องต่างๆค่ะหนูก็จะทำให้ดีที่สุดนะคะ
That right there is why we are here tonight. This is what we're doing, this good, because there's Nice and there's countless other children just like her. So that is what we're doing here tonight. My name is Jason Harwood, and I'm a board member of Shared Space for All. I've had the opportunity to take my family over to Thailand and see Nice in person. And oh man, she lives into her name. Beautifully, beautifully, and there's so many other kids like her. So just as Garth told you earlier this evening, my job is to do one thing. That's to get you to punch SSFA into that number, 206-589-1166, receive the link, and give. And we're going big. We're going to start with our $5,000 donors tonight. That's right. We're going to go big right from the beginning. And if you can, why not? Say yes. Why not say yes? Now you've met Yad Nang and you've met Ni in our videos this evening. Now, Nee, the first time we met Nee, my family, we all met her together. I saw her superpower immediately. She has like x-ray vision and went right to my two boys, and she was just their protector immediately in Thailand. She carries that with every single child that's a part of Shared Space for All. She's the on the ground, hands-on, and she'll fight tooth and nail for every one of these kids. Now, Yad Nang, she's kind of the yin to Nee's yang. She is administrative minded, she's organized, she keeps everything rolling, and wow. Now, I hope you caught that, because last time we chatted, 2 years ago, we had one full-time employee. Now we don't have just two, we have three. We have a young man named Fluke that's also a part of this. This thing's growing, my friends. It's growing, and it's growing because of people just like you donating tonight. So, you've heard these three full-time employees that we have. What does $5,000 do for them? It is an entire year's salary for them. You heard me right. One full year's salary. That's what $5,000 does. Can you imagine? What's $5,000 for you? $5,000 for these people? A full year salary. And it's a good salary. We want to pay them well. It includes full medical, vacation, and a bonus. These are the people that are there day in and day out. They are the backbone of this organization. And so if you can do this, if you can give by texting SSFA to 206-589-1166, why not? I want to encourage you to do that now. Next, we are looking for $1,000 donors. Now, this is for college scholarships. Man, I love the part of the welcome montage with our Thai kids and they're hugging their moms. You know, we didn't ask for that. They just sent it to us. We want to wish all of you a happy Mother's Day that we're about to have. And every child wants their mother to be proud of them. And every mother wants their child to be safe and happy. Every parent does. Did you see Nice's dad talk? How were you not touched by that, right? Because he knows Nice is going to college. She's one of our 3 students that we have currently going. And he knows that once she's in college, her course is set. She's going. These kiddos have received so little that when they get this, they're going forward. Their track is set and they're going. And not only are they going, they come back to Shared Space for All to help out for the younger ones. And what a beautiful thing that is. So this right here, the $1,000 for college scholarships, that is our focus this year. That $1,000, it covers an entire year tuition. You heard me say we are currently sending 3. Well, we have 4 more in the wing that is ready to go. So let's let that be you. You can give that $1,000. You can send a kid to college. You can change the track of their life. They don't have to go towards poverty. They don't have to go towards sex work. They can go to many other things, just like we heard Nice doing. So is that you tonight? What's it worth to send a kid to college? What's it worth to change a life? Is it $1,000? Now we're going to move on to our $500 donation. This $500 donation that you have the opportunity to give right now, tonight, by texting SSFA to 206-589-1166, covers a 6-week-long summer camp for 30 students. Now, this camp accomplishes 2 things. One, it just does amazing work for our young kids that are part of that camp. When we were over in Thailand, my whole family, we got to take part in one of these camps. And the joy and the learning that happens and the amazing potential that gets unlocked in a child's heart when they have fun with adults and kids that are older than him. So that takes place in these summer camps. But also, our college students, our older students that have graduated out of the program, they come back and this helps pay for them for summer work. And they come back and they work with the youngers. And we know that that is what is sustainable. When the older kids graduate out, they come back and they lean into these younger kids. And so those younger kids have something to point to and they can say, oh, I want to be like that. I can be like that. So shared space for all, that's what we're doing. We're creating an environment that just is sustainable and it's just going to keep going and keep growing. Now we're going to take our $100 donations in just a moment. But first, we're going to call out our monthly donors. Some of you have been given monthly for the life of this organization, and we can't thank you enough. This might just be the most important thing you can do for us is give on a monthly level. Can you give $25 a month, $50 a month, $100 a month? If you can, please do. Please do. So if you can do that, I want to encourage you. You can get on our website and you can sign up to be a monthly donor. And that would be amazing. Some things that our monthly donors pay for, it allows us to budget and say yes when Nee asks. Because Nee's right there on the ground level. She knows what's needed. And so when she asks, we can say yes when we have a monthly donor pool that's just growing and building. For example, when Nee requested educational technology or shoes and uniforms or extra funding for field trips, we know that we are not going to come up short when we have the monthly donors. So I want to encourage you. This very well could be you. Jump in, join the family on a deeper level by giving monthly to Shared Space for All. Through that link, you can see another way. Just text SSFA to 206-589-1166, and you can join our monthly donors that way as well. We also know what each child costs to have in the program. And we know that more monthly giving means that we can recruit more children to teach and mentor. Finally, this evening, we are looking for $100 donors. You won't believe how far $100 goes in Thailand. You just think about it. $1,000 is a college scholarship. $5,000 is a full-time salary. So you can probably start to imagine what $100 does. From classroom supplies to birthday parties to transportation for doctors and to groceries for families. This $100 goes a long, long way, my friends. If that's you tonight, pick up that phone, get on that link. Again, all you have to do is text SSFA to 206-589-1166, and you can give, and you can join in, and we can do something good together. As we end the giving portion of our night, and it's the good portion, isn't it? I mean, you saw that beautiful video. You now know more. And once you know, you can't unknow. And you know if you've given to anything like this, what happens when you give, the connection that happens to your world, and the world just gets bigger and more beautiful, and you are a part of it. So we're going to ask you to share us. Keep us in mind when you are able to give a little more. Come to Thailand with us and see the work. But tonight, you've heard all these different levels of giving. And some of you are still thinking, like, how can I help? What is that dollar amount that we should do? And you're talking right now with your partner, your spouse, or your kids, and you're like, man, I wonder what level I should give. Go big. Why not? There's nothing more beautiful than jumping into a life and leaning in to these younger kids that couldn't do it without us. We get to do that. We get to be part of that. You can right now.
Thank you, Jason, for giving us all of these options for giving tonight. We want to let you know that that giving link is going to be open for about the next month or so. Please revisit it. If you haven't yet given tonight, go ahead and visit that, or go to our website, www.sharedspaceforall.org. Also, I can't emphasize enough how important it is that you share the good work that we're doing with your friends and family. Post it to social media. Invite somebody to watch this. We're going to release this on YouTube after this live event is over, and you can send this link out to people and ask them to get on board with what we're doing. And what we're doing is changing the lives of children who are at risk. We're coming together with a Thai board and a Thai workforce who is doing really great work in children's lives and in families' lives. We want to thank everybody who's involved in Shared Space for All, from the workers on the front lines, to the Thai board, to our board here at home, and especially to you, our donors. We obviously couldn't do it without you. Thank you for your generosity tonight. Thank you for giving. And thank you for doing something good in the world. Have a wonderful year, and we will look forward to seeing you, maybe in person, in spring 2022. Thanks.